Let's say that we've reached out to the EFCC hoping to get a formal response to the situation as regards the harassment of the journalist and why they had to disperse the crowds, but we're yet to hear from them. Hopefully we would before today runs out. But I'm being joined by Aisha Salihu from our newsroom to give us details of exactly what transpired out there. Aisha, how are you doing?
Well, I guess I'm fine now.
Okay, it's good to know you much better. Okay, so just tell us what exactly transpired. I mean, you reported indeed that different groups had gathered, some earlier, some for and some against the arrest or seeming questioning of the former governor of Kaduna State. But then the tear gas, what exactly led to the dispersal of tear gas in that space?
Well, Neil, I think it's important to note that today, press freedom again has not taken its full course in Nigeria. I mean, you can imagine officials of the EFCC perpetuating this act. I mean, we're right in front of their office earlier today whilst we were covering what was going on the ground. And we noticed that the protesters who were against the former governor of Kaduna State, they were allowed to protest peacefully and they made their way out of the area. But as soon as the former governor of Kaduna State made his way into the premises alongside his supporters and other members who were supposed to accompany him, there was a little bit of there was some force deployed by these officials saying that they cannot, stand in front of the headquarters of the EFCC to, support the former governor. And whilst they were dispersed using tear gas canisters, even journalists, myself and my camera operator, were actually also affected when our camera and our live view equipment at the time was seized. And later, when we put a call through to the officials inside the EFCC office, they handed over to us without explaining to us why they seized it. The only thing we heard was they didn't know we were media. They decided to just, snatch our equipment from us.
I'm sorry, but they didn't know you were media.
Right.
They didn't
Even
know
after
you had your ID cards.
After we presented our ID cards with our uniform and everything, and then we moved over from there to get side of the supporters of the former governor of Kaduna State, and this was completely away from the premises or even outside of the headquarters of the EFCC. We moved over down to far away to the roadside, but then we still saw officers from the security unit of the EFCC dispersing these supporters and also deploying tear gas canisters on these supporters and myself and the camera operator and other journalists that were there, and even passengers that were passing, because it's a major road. Even you could see in the visuals, even passengers passing through that area, they were unruly, completely extrajudicial. It was unexpected, unprecedented. We were wondering what was going on. I mean, their activities were not disrupted in any way, form, or manner, but they decided to do what they did, and I would call it total harassment of both members of the public and even especially the media.
So I'm just well, as I said earlier, we do hope that we'll hear from the EFCC why they had to ask. They didn't not ask the journalists to leave. They actually used tear gas to send the journalist away from that, from the area of the EFCC headquarters. Even as Aisha has reported, they had to go across the road to the major road, and the policemen or the police on the EFCC security team still came out there to disperse them using tear gas. But Aisha, did you, when the equipment were handed back to you, was any explanation given? I just want you to clear that. Did they give you any explanation why they had to take your equipment, and seeing that you were actually, you were about to go live at that time when they came to take the equipment? Did they explain anything to you?
Right. I'll just allude this to overzealousness of the officers that were there presently at the time, because it was completely uncalled for, unnecessary for what they did. And the only explanation they gave, as I said earlier, was that they didn't know that we were media, even after we identified ourselves as independent media covering events on ground. But then what happened. And even afterwards, something more terrible happened after what happened in front of their office. Whilst we moved to the major road, another harassment, another level of harassment happened to us.
Another level of harassment after you left the in front of the premises. Well, it's all right, Aisha. Thank you so much. It's good to see that you're back and you were not injured in any way. But thank you for your reportage. Well, I'm being joined in the studio here by Ibrahim Sanusi, a member of the El-Rufai media team. Ibrahim, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I saw you in that footage where you were practically shouting. Why were you shouting in the footage?
Actually, it was reactive in the sense that today I saw something that I've never experienced in my life. I've seen women being treated like criminals. These women were students. Some of them were workers. Some of them were professionals. And just because they want to come out and show their support to Nasir El-Rufai, who the current APC government in Abuja and Kaduna hate so much, and they decide to shut everything down.
Are you not being speculative? You said they hate him so much.
So
I mean, if they said if he was invited to the EFCC to answer questions, is that a product of hate?
Okay, like I told you earlier, this current government slowly turning into tyrant, and it's very unfortunate. If you look at the political landscape, we have a lot of former governors, we have a lot of former ministers who have petitions, a lot of petitions with EFCC or ICPC against them. And just because they belong to the ruling party, none of them is being treated the way they are treating Nasir El-Rufai. I don't want to mention them, but Nigerians know this. We have more than 8 high-level individuals, former governors. Some of them were even sitting senators.
So let me ask. Let's clarify here. When the former governor got to the EFCC, was he harassed?
So
was he manhandled?
No, actually, Nasir El-Rufai is a former governor, and to some extent, both the government and the EFCC, they are afraid of him and they are scared of him. So they won't do that to him. So they think people like me and a lot of ladies that we went there with are vulnerable. So they think that they can treat us that way. So, and I want to assure you that what they did today will not go unanswered. We have started making calls across all the nation, and particularly Northwest. Today, we decide to come out in a manageable number so that we will not distract passengers passing through that area. That's why we just say, let's go in small numbers, about 2,000 to 3,000 people. But since EFCC and the APC government want to start treating us this way, I assure you the next time we are coming back to Abuja, we are coming back with 1 million people.
It's okay, but I do hope that you'll not be disrupting the peace when you come back.
Already the government are disrupting the peace. The economy is bad. A lot of things are going wrong. Instead of them to focus on fixing things, they are taking their fight to El-Rufai.
All right. Thank you so much, Ibrahim Sanusi, member of the El-Rufai team. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.